Hello. Good evening. Happy Sunday to everyone. We are so happy to be here again this Sunday evening to be able to share some things with you all and still continue to celebrate our 12th anniversary.
Yes.
Yes.
I want to say thank you to everyone
Yes.
that has wished us a happy anniversary. It's been a delight going down through there, responding to everybody. They're so
Yes.
gracious and so honored that you would take the time out and wish us a happy anniversary.
Yeah.
It has been great, pandemic and all,
Yes.
because I've been quarantined for a long time.
Yes.
What's up, Jay,
Hey,
man?
how you doing?
What's up, cousin? Blessings to see you, man. Well, see that you come on and check us out.
Yeah.
Love you, Doc. Sending love down there
Yes.
to the coast. Love you, man.
Can't wait to get back to the coast either.
Yes.
It was so many. I
Lord.
want to personally to apologize.
I'm back. Yes.
Because-
Glad to have you back,
Yes, thank you. And just making sure.
too.
Hey,
Mitch.
Aunt Michi, how you doing?
Hey,
I feel
cousin.
funny calling her aunt because we're
Yeah.
the same age.
Yeah, but hey.
I do.
And both of you look good, too.
Yeah. She
Yeah.
fly now. She look good.
Yes.
She look good. She don't
Yeah.
look 53.
Yes.
But yeah. So it was so many people that we had to kind of go back and play catch up.
Yeah.
Because it was so many people that had wished us a happy anniversary,
Yeah.
and so up until yesterday, I was trying to play catch up, trying to just thank everybody. It was so many people,
Yeah.
and so
And
we
we're
want
grateful,
to make sure.
too.
Yes,
So
we are.
We're trying to respond to everybody. But
Yeah.
today is special in itself, too, as well. You know what I'm saying? So,
What do you mean? Why is it today special?
well, today was the second time I married you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Yeah.
the second time we did it. We did it twice, huh?
Yeah.
Would you do it a third time?
Yeah.
Y'all saw that hesitation, right? Y'all saw the hesitation. We love you too. Y'all
Love you
saw
too.
that hesitation. Ferguson, how you doing?
What's up, KO? Kosciuszko in the house.
Yes.
Kosciuszko, Mississippi, man. Love you, bro. I'm praying for
Yes.
your family as well, man. I miss you guys, man. I miss y'all. Need to come on back out this way. Let me fix you one of them strawberry cream cheese pies, man. Better come on through.
Lord have mercy. Yes.
Better come on through.
Yes.
Yes, man. I miss y'all, man. Like I said, been praying for you and also proud of you too, man. Hung in there and picked them khakis up. I mean, you just don't know what that did to me the day you put them on, because I know the hard work that went on behind it.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you and my man Flowers, and even to see Cecilia pick it up, man. I'm so proud of y'all, man. Y'all just don't know what that did to me to see y'all pick up khakis, man, and put them things on, and then for Flowers to make Master Chief. That's
awesome.
just crazy, man. To see how he came to the command
Awesome.
and he turned and
you
did the things that he
doing,
did. And to be able to put them khakis on, man,
Mm-hmm.
I'll tell you, I thank God for y'all, the influence y'all had on my life and the impact. I look back over a lot of things, man, while I was down that station with y'all in Gulfport. It's just, it does my heart good to know that I had friends that still striving and still pushing forward, man, instead of just settling. What's up, cousin?
Hello there, Miss Young.
What's
Miss
up,
Young,
cousin?
Lynette.
Thank y'all for joining. We want to
Thank
just
you.
say thank y'all so much for tuning in and supporting this beautiful thing of mine right here. She's the Lord, but he granted me some time with her. You know what I'm saying?
You need to
So
stop.
I just thank y'all for supporting her, with how to be a God wife, not just a good wife, daughter of thunder to come after the storm.
Yes, yes.
I just thank y'all
Thank
so
you,
much
thank
for the
you, thank you,
support,
thank you,
for the
thank
love
you.
and the support,
Yes.
And then, babe, she's been doing these lives regularly, and I'm majority of the time behind the camera. And so we've been working on some things, baby. So can I get your infomercial right quick?
Yes,
Please.
you get my infomercial. Yes, sir. Which you today? Producer, manager, which one?
I'm both. I'm all of them
Okay.
because today is our second anniversary. So I'm everybody today. I'm the hubby. I'm the producer, the manager, the choreographer.
Linda, thank you for joining.
I'm everybody today. So could we please get the infomercial?
Yes. All right. I have my newest release, Daughter Thunder, The Calm After the Storm, a memoir. If you have not gotten this book, please, 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 please make sure you go to Amazon.com. It's on all digital outlets. I also have some copies here as well if you want a signed copy from me.
Just inbox it.
Just inbox me and I can show you how. I still have How to Be a God Wife, Not Just a Good Wife, which is still available on all digital outlets as well. And so it's totally inspirational. There's a prayer after every chapter. So if you're interested in getting that, a signed copy, I have those as well. But otherwise, both copies are available on all digital outlets. So
Yes.
Thank you very much for those who have already purchased and given you reviews for me. Thank you. I appreciate that. Also, visit my YouTube channel, April S. Young. Subscribe, like, share, and hit the bell for notifications. Also, check out my website, officialaprilyoung.com. Leave a message in the contact section. I would love to hear from you.
Yes.
All right. Thank you guys so much for tuning in.
I love that, baby. You did it well.
Oh,
you
well,
did
thank
it
you,
well.
kind sir. Thank you,
Yes.
kind sir.
So
Okay.
we're working on that part of the show.
Yes.
And two, share, like, come on.
Share, like, and subscribe.
No, the live right now.
Oh,
baby.
you're talking about that. So you gotta have it.
Yeah.
All
no,
right.
Come
So
on.
if you're watching the video right now, please share, like, and share it so your friends can see it. Your other Facebook friends can see it. Instagram friends. So please share.
Yeah.
That would be so helpful. Thank you.
Because you never know. It may be something that could help your friend or a family member or a loved one. You just never know.
That's true. Hey, Annette. Thank you for tuning in tonight. Okay, so at the beginning, you said the second time, you said you would do it again. We married each other twice.
Yes.
Okay. So
But we're not gonna go into detail because
We
it's
nev-
gonna be in the book.
we're not going into detail. So y'all see. All right, this is what being married to. Hey, Lisa, how you doing? Thank you for
Hey,
joining
classmate.
tonight. Okay, so I'm not going into full details because that's going to be in the book that we're doing together.
Yes.
Okay, so we do have a book that's going to be coming out that we've done together, that we're doing together. What I was saying, we kept saying that we had 2 anniversaries.
Right.
All I was going to say was when we announced it on social media on the 2nd, that was actually correct.
Right.
We got married the first time
Yes.
when you got back
Right.
from overseas.
Yeah.
Okay. But we already knew we had a wedding planned for July the 12th. We weren't going to not do the wedding because the wedding was already planned.
Yeah. It was only for the family anyway.
Well, yeah, basically.
That's
basically.
yeah.
Yeah.
why it was done.
That's basically because we knew. Yeah, it was basically for the family, really.
Yeah.
But anyway, so July the 12th, which is today.
That's
12
a wedding anniversary.
That's the of course, it's the wedding anniversary.
Yeah.
Yes, that's the second one. So yes, we're still celebrating, y'all, and that's
Yeah.
that's the reason why we celebrate for the whole month of July.
Yeah.
Because we have 2 actual days that we got married to
Yeah.
one another. And I had asked him the question, would he do it a third time? And he kind of hesitated. He gonna say he didn't, but those of you that were already on, y'all saw him hesitate.
April, I gotta swallow. I mean, what you want me to do? Get choked?
Okay. Okay.
I mean, yeah, I'll marry you a third time.
You would?
Yeah. Yeah.
But you ain't asked me.
Huh?
You asked me. Would I do it a third time? I guess.
I ain't worried about you doing it a third time.
I
ain't worried about you doing it a third time. You had to be free to do it a third time.
That's okay. We gonna act like you didn't say that. But anywho, all right. So we have kind of like 2 sets of questions tonight. One is an outside question, and then questions we have for one another. Okay, so which one do you want to do first? Do you want to do the question that we only got 2 questions?
Yeah,
this
I
week.
know, and they some doozies too. It's a long paragraph.
Maybe-
Like they writing us like they want us to grade thesis and essay.
Stop laughing because these are serious questions now.
All right, I mean, so I'm just saying this is a whole paragraph. That's to get out a question. I
Okay.
mean, I'm not laughing. I'm just saying that Hey, Mom.
Hey, Mama Dora.
It's just a lot of, it's a big, thick paragraph.
Okay, well,
Big paragraph. Woo! It ain't no names on there, but I'm just saying it's a long paragraph.
Yeah, and so and because of that, there was only two. Maybe that's why it was only two. Maybe because, in all perspective, we needed to just really, because that's a deep one.
Yeah, it is. And
then the other one,
it's and I'm gonna add a third one too for the purpose of being on live. I'm gonna add a third one.
You gonna blindside me with a third question?
Yeah, it's one that's been in my heart.
Okay. All right. Now, so what do you want to do?
Go.
You want to do anniversary that we have asked one another? Or you want to say that for last, or save the other ones for last?
No, go with the questions that were sent in to us.
Okay. So this one sounds...
Well, sent in to you. I just so happen to be sitting here today. It'll probably be my last day because I already see it forthcoming. I'm the manager and the programmer and director, so I'm gonna probably get fired after this show. So I can already see it coming.
Okay. All right. Okay. Question. And I read this because it's a female.
Yeah,
wrote this.
And you
okay.
can get more attached to it.
Okay. All right. It says, I love my husband to death, but lately I find myself crying a lot. We have been married for 4 years now. I feel like I am in this marriage by myself and the only one trying to make it work. He used to do so much more when we were dating. Now he never wants to do anything with me, and I find myself going places alone. Excuse me. It is hurtful, and I'm wondering if I settle. I suggested counseling, but he doesn't believe in it. I feel like I am between a rock and a hard place. My mind is telling me our marriage has run its course, but my heart is saying not to give up.
Yeah, I told you that's deep. And it's only been 4 years, so I know that's tough.
I know for a lot of couples, that first year of marriage is really like, for lack of a better word, it's kind of like boot camp, because you're finding out a lot of things that you didn't know about your spouse when you first get married. And it's like, okay, it was like, wow, I didn't know I was going to be in for this. I didn't know that, he likes to leave his socks on the floor, or he doesn't do the dishes. I mean, you know, it's just certain things that you know about each other. And then the thing that we have to understand too, hello, good evening. Thank you for joining, Michelle. When you have anticipations or expectations when you are in a relationship, and when you're in that relationship first off, you want to try to do everything you can to impress or to let that person know that you really are into them. But my husband and I say all the time, you can't just do that when you're dating or when you first get married. That's something that should be a continual process. And I know lives change and, different things happen. Sometimes kids are involved, and didn't say whether they had kids or not. Right. But sometimes kids come into play, so things are not going to be quite the same. But even with that, and we've been saying for the last few weeks now, that, sometimes you really have to make that time. And, when it's hard when you feel like you've been in a marriage by yourself. Now, I don't know what kind of personality he has. I don't know if he is one that's an introvert, or if he's one that, well, obviously he likes to stay in. But I'm just saying, is he just decided not to do anything with you? You didn't specify whether or not he likes to hang out with his friends or, what have you. But with that being said, it always comes back to two things that we discuss all the time. Hey, Carolyn, how you doing? Thank you for joining. Communication and prayer.
Yeah.
I cannot stress that enough. You have to have communication and prayer. And when you're seeking God's face for whatever situation you come into, you want answers. Some things you don't understand. God does answer prayer. And so, my heart goes out to you because no one wants to feel like they're being in a one-sided relationship, whether you're dating or whether you're married. That's just a hurtful place to be in. And as far as counseling, I've heard people say that, and I'm just gonna put it out there. I've heard people say, well, black folks don't go to counseling. or what, I don't know if she's black or white, I'm just saying, but I'm just going back to counseling part of it. And so there's some people that don't believe in counseling. They believe that, you know, either you're going to work it out yourself or you're just not going to work it out at all. Mm-hmm. And so I am a firm believer that if you need some type of counseling, if it's family counseling, if it's marital counseling, you know, some type of therapy or what have you, I'm a firm believer in that. And, you know, the days of I don't believe in counseling and, you know, that's not for black people and that's not for this and I'm a man, I don't need counseling. Well, no, you know, there's something that we're all dealing with and that we have to come to terms with. So don't ever rule out counseling, because counseling could actually help. You know, I've heard people say that they didn't realize what hurtful place they were coming from until they went to counseling and brought up some things they may have forgotten or you know, have blanked out of their mind because it could have been so traumatic for them. And so, you know, I strongly suggest, you know, go to him in a loving way and say, hey, that, you know, you would suggest they go to counseling. If maybe have him look at some counselors, and if he feels comfortable with reviews or what have you, or if it's a man counselor he prefer to go to, I don't know, but you know, go to him in love with that.
Never give up without exhausting all possibility.
All possibility. Thank you. That's
that
good.
Is so true.
That is so true,
That is so
E.G.
true.
That is true. Don't give up without exhausting all possibilities. That is exactly right. And so, you know, she says here, my mind is telling me our marriage has run its course, but my heart is saying not to give up.
Yeah.
And so if that's what your heart is saying, don't give up, then don't give up. But those two things I mentioned earlier was prayer and communication, and those things are very important.
And even with the ending there, when it says, my mind is telling me our marriage has run its course, but my heart is saying not to give up. Mm-hmm. You don't understand. It could very well be a thing where, you know, you never know. It could be infidelity. It could be anything. Right. But she's not hinting to that. And so I would rule that out. Mm-hmm. But at the same time, if she's feeling it in her heart not to give up, I wouldn't give up. I would just, like you said, I would seek counseling and do my best to just pray about it. I mean, I know it sounds so redundant. People probably say, I get tired of him talking about prayer, but prayer changes things. Yes, trust me when I say it. I'm a living testimony. Yeah. I'm a living testimony. Because in 2017, I should have been sleeping in my grave. But God found it and deemed me worthy of being here. And through prayer, I've come a long way with my health. And I thank God for it. And I just say, pray when nothing else seems to work. Pray. Mm-hmm. Just pray. And with your marriage being young, and it's almost, you can almost go into question whether or not she did settle in the beginning. You know what I'm saying? Right. Because why would you add that in there? It's hurtful, and I wonder if I settle. If that's in the back of your mind. Right. We don't know the circumstances by which they got together and married. That's true. You see what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So it's a hard, that's why I say it's a paragraph, but it's hard to answer that. But like Demetrius said, you know, don't give up until you've exhausted all possibilities. You know what I'm saying? Right, exactly. But like I said, just pray about it. Just pray about it.
And if you feel like your marriage is worth fighting for, then that's what you do.
Yeah.
You believe God and you fight for your marriage. Because I'm not one to tell people, oh, you need to go get a divorce.
No.
Or you never need to leave him or need to leave her. You know, that's not my place to do that. But you know, I can only talk from experience, and I can only talk to you from what I know. Yeah. And so what may have worked for me may not work for you. And we talk about cookie cutter things all the time. Every marriage is not the same. It's not the same. And so you're talking about two different personalities. Your husband's personality is different from yours. Yeah. And the next person's husband different from theirs. So
and it's just like she says, does he believe in God and prayer?
And prayer.
You know, because we don't know their situation.
Yeah, we don't.
We don't know whether either one of them are believers. Right. You know what I'm saying? Exactly. So it's a lot to go into that. Mm-hmm. You know, so all I could do is just say, in my opinion, just pray on it. You know, y'all need to come together in prayer and together as a unit and seek his face. Or if you can't do that, still in your prayer, pray for him.
Right.
That his eyes be open, and that he understand that his distance when it comes to being around you,
Yeah.
and you guys being, whether it's more affectionate toward each other or
Right.
not,
Right.
or just doing things together. I mean, right now, it's hard to answer this question because we're in a pandemic. There's only so much you can do.
Right.
And it could be a place where, honestly, I mean, and this is not my situation, but I'm just saying, we don't know the situation of these people. It could be a place where he's gotten to a point to where he's kind of tired being in the house.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? And it's coming out, but he's not actually meaning to direct it at her. But she could very well be taking it that way.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
Right.
You don't know if this guy is misplaced on his job or his,
Right.
whatever.
Right.
But like I said, it's hard to read into a lot of these questions that come in, but we do our best
Right.
to try and answer them or give
Exactly.
our opinion. We're not professionals, but hey, they're asking the questions, so we're
Right.
doing our best to try and give some help in that aspect.
Exactly. And so if you really want to fight for it, then do that. Let's see. Question. Well, he says, I mean, if he doesn't, she can pray, and God can do exceeding abundantly above all we ask or believe. That's
Mhm.
exactly right.
Yep.
Hi, Hattie. How you doing? Thank you for joining.
Yep.
That's true.
Hey.
That is so true. And like I said, when people, a lot of times people ask me to pray for them, and I'm more than happy to pray for anyone, but I always tell them I pray for God's perfect will to be done, not something that I'm hoping and wishing for. And sometimes we can be believing God for something, and it may not be His very best for
Yep.
us,
Or
And
His will.
or His will. And so I tell them, well, yeah, sure, I will pray for you. But I always tell them I'm praying for God's perfect will be done in that situation.
Yep.
So sometimes we can, like I said, we can be believing for the wrong thing or something that may not be healthy for us, and that's not God's best for us.
Yeah.
Okay. So do you have anything else on that one?
No, I think we pretty much summed that one up.
Okay. All right. You want to read that one?
Question number 2. It says, what is the best way to let my husband know that I love his mom, but I really don't like her? She is loud and she has to be seen no matter where she goes. I only tolerate her when she is around because she is his mom. So basically, I grin and bear her. I don't want to hurt him, but I see no easy way around it.
Okay. So on the other end of the spectrum, I'm gonna let you answer that one.
What?
You the man, and so knowing that if you had a wife,
How you not gonna like my mom?
first of
No,
all,
I'm just.
everybody
I'm
know how I feel
referring-
about my.
I'm referring to the question, and I'm not laughing. I'm just. She
Yeah.
know me, and when it comes to something like this, I mean, I always try and lighten the moment.
Right.
So
Yeah.
I'm not laughing at the questions, but you do have some moms out there that are overbearing at times.
Hey,
And
Cheryl,
and
how you doing? Thanks for joining.
truly have some understanding in this area.
Did you see what James put down?
What's that?
He
Don't
said,
tell him.
Don't tell them.
Don't tell. Yep. Don't
But-
tell him. Yep.
But
Because it's gonna be a conflict either way. I mean, it's because it's all about what you say and how you say it. Because you ain't gonna be talking about my mama. It's only if she's overbearing, then I can understand. Okay, I'll say something to mama about,
Right.
hey, look, mom, I think you overstepping your boundaries in my
Right.
marriage. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Every marriage has boundaries.
right,
And
right.
even our parents sometimes have to understand that, hey, this is my household, and what worked in yours. It ain't gonna necessarily work in mine.
That's
I'm
right.
just being honest.
Right. Yeah, in a situation like that, I understand what you're saying, James, in reference to just don't tell him. But
That can be
as a woman, if that were the case, and this is not the case because I have the best mother-in-law in the world. She is amazing. And so, I can't speak from that part of it. But in this instance, if it were that case and the tables were turned, and I felt the same way about her mother-in-law as this person feels about hers, then there's not going to be any peace, because every time the mother-in-law comes around, you're there's tension there because you don't care for her. You love her because you have to love her, I guess, and because she's you married to her son. But at the same time, if she's loud, if she's got to have the last word, she has to, be seen everywhere she goes and things like that. So it makes it kind of difficult. So at some point, communication has to take place. At some point.
Mm-hmm.
What did she say?
When you all fell in love, you love the parents.
You love the parents.
Yeah,
that's true.
That's true. You love the parents. But even in loving the parents do have boundaries, and they call for walls. What's going on in my house ain't gonna be ran by what somebody else saying on the outside of it, because I'm the one that's got to lay down with her, and I'm not finna have outside interference. Go ahead.
Okay, as James says, she can communicate that his mom is overstepping her boundaries,
yes,
but not that she does not like his mom.
Yeah.
Or he can say her ways. She can say her ways, maybe.
Yeah.
It's a way to word
It's a way to
thing.
say everything.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. That communication is a danger weapon. Yes, Linda,
yes.
that's so true.
Yep.
It is, because it only leaves you room to assume
Yep.
how somebody feels or what somebody thinks about you or what have you. So yeah, it can leave room for assumption.
Yeah.
Hi Nana, how you doing? Thank you for joining. So I mean, it's pretty interesting. The good thing about it is she did say she loves her, but at the same time, yeah, because I mean, it's just like with marriage. You can love your husband or wife all day long, but if they can have that kind of personality, you just don't like them. But still, you still have to communicate that.
Yep.
You have to be able to say, you know what, I love you, God knows I do, but I don't like you today, or I don't like you because of.
Yep. And Mitra said she has to talk to his mother about her feelings. Yep. Yeah. That too. But like I said, it just depends on the situation. And oh, Karen says, give him an example of what you don't like. Okay, that makes sense also.
Yeah. Because I mean, she told us right here,
she's loud.
She's loud, and she has to be seen no matter where she goes. Okay, so then if you haven't told that you're telling us that. Yeah. But have you told him the same thing?
Yeah.
If she like that, he already know.
Yeah, and then it says, I only tolerate her when she is around because she's his mom.
Okay, so she's respecting the fact that she's showing respect. So I mean, she already has a good foundation in reference to how she's trying to do things. Just the next thing is to communicate it to him.
Yeah,
let him know.
Sound like that man need to grow up. That's what it sound like to me.
Why you saying?
I'm just saying he need to address his mama, because it's affecting his household.
Right.
And I mean, you do that in a respectful way. I'm just being totally honest.
Right.
My mama is not like that. I could talk about my mama. I could talk to my mama about anything and
everything.
Anything.
Yes.
Anything.
Yeah.
My mama walked me through life.
Yes.
So when I was having my ups and downs, even through my divorce, I was able to go to my mama. When I hurt, she hurt. And she hurt for me. But yet she prayed for me and everything. But then she counseled me through a lot of stuff. Yeah. And that's why I have the utmost respect for her. But at the same time, I'm not going to allow my mama to dictate what goes on at 2000 Livingston. Mm-hmm. And that's just being honest. That's the type of relationship that we have with each other.
Right.
I love my mama and will walk to the end of the earth. And if I got to walk to Center Ridge right now, by golly, I'm out there. Just give me a couple of apples and I'm on my way. But I'm telling you, I'm not finna let anybody that live outside these four walls dictate what goes on in here. Whether that be mama, daddy, or whomever. It's not going to happen.
That's true.
It's not going to happen.
And you have too many people. Sometimes it's not always the mother-in-law. Sometimes you have other folks that try to come into your household. They either in your pocketbook trying to figure out, telling you what to do with your money, trying to tell you what to do with your marriage, come in the house. If there's a disagreement, they see something going on, they want to put their input in there.
Yeah.
And that's not their place to do that.
No, they can have an opinion, but it's also in how you voice it. And it doesn't have to always be that you're trying to show up the other spouse, whether it's her mom or my mom.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? If there is something that they are cautious about, or if I gave them, I'm speaking for me, if I gave them reason to feel this or feel that, and it'd be something like, hey, April, you may want to take a look at that, or this, that, and the other.
Right.
Don't say that in front of me.
Right.
You say that to her, because it's all about how you say it And when you say it, when you in my house, you may get addressed too. It
Right.
just depends. And everything will be done in love and
Right.
with respect.
Right.
But there's just some things that if you need to address them, you need to address it with that party.
Right.
Go
Exactly.
to them and say what it is that you feel or voice your opinion. But don't be so bold in your approach and address the other mate. It doesn't work like that all the time.
No, it
and
doesn't.
I'm not saying that for me. I'm just saying in general.
Right.
Because you don't know how people will take things.
Mm-hmm.
And see, then when they say what they got to say and walk away and go back home,
Mm-hmm.
now they done caused the fire over here in your house that was not even necessary. Now you're going to be at odds for a while,
Mm-hmm.
and then it may be a point where you don't even want to be around your in-laws no more or your
Right.
in-loves no more.
Exactly.
So that's all I'm saying. It's a way in which every family should be able to speak into the lives of those that have joined the family without it being tension. You know,
Exactly.
everything should be done in love.
in love, in respect, always
Yep.
respect.
Always
Okay,
respect.
Mitchie
Mitchie said,
Maybe he doesn't know if she hasn't talked to him about it.
right?
True.
It could be.
And then Linda says, nothing like a mother. Yes, say it, Mr. Mike. That's true. That
Yeah.
is so true.
And I understand the love of a mother.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? I respect it because I have a beautiful one.
Mm-hmm.
That's my sunshine. I tell you.
And I understand it because, like I said, my mother-in-law, and I've never called her my mother-in-law.
Yeah.
She's always been my mother-in-law. And so she has a heart of compassion. She has a heart of love. She's a woman of God, so she believes in prayer. And so we hit it off before we even got married. He was
Yeah.
still over. He was over in Iraq, and I would call and we would talk on the phone, and we would communicate like that. And it was like the moment that we connected, it was like there was an immediate bond.
Right.
And so I have the utmost respect for her simply
I love
because of the love that she has for others. I mean,
Right.
she's just an amazing woman.
Yeah.
And so,
That's my mama.
and then I can talk to her about any and everything.
Yes.
We have talked about all kinds of stuff,
Even me.
and we talked about him. we can laugh, we can joke, and it's just, I put it to you this way: I have the kind of mother-in-law that if today that she were able to come here and live with us 24/7,
It's a done deal.
it's a done deal.
It's a
That's the
done
kind
deal.
of mother-in-law I have.
Yeah.
And so everybody can't say that. Everybody can't have their mother I'm gonna say in-law because they look at them as in-laws in their house, and it just wouldn't work.
Yeah.
But she's the kind of woman that if she were able to do it today, and we would pack her up and bring her here, and she could stay with us 24/7.
Yeah.
That's the kind of mother-in-law I have. And so our relationship is genuine. We don't have any misunderstandings because we're able to talk things out. And she's just, I just love having her around. I just do.
Communication is key.
Communication. You're going to hear her say that a lot. Okay. All right. Was anything
So-
else?
No, I think everybody hit it, and we love the response.
Yes.
too, guys.
Thanks
So-
for the comments, guys.
So
Thank you
continue
so
to
much.
comment back because that's the whole purpose in this. And
Yes.
nobody professing to be professionals at this. It's just people are writing in to my wife, and asking her questions
Mm-hmm.
on things, and we just giving our opinion, and that's just it, our opinion.
Right.
Because what works for us may not work for you.
Right.
And at this moment,
Oh, you're going to do the break.
yes, if you had not purchased How to Be a God Wife, Not Just a Good Wife, you could do so on all digital outlets. And if you would like your own personal signed copy, inbox April Young, and she will give you the details on how to do so.
Thank you, love.
Her latest release, Daughter of Thunder, The Calm After the Storm, a memoir, available on all digital outlets. Also, if you would like a signed copy, inbox her, and April will give you the details on how to make that happen. I love going to the post office. It's my only break. Thank you.
You know what? See, he always got to have that comedic point come in there. That's all right.
Oh, I ain't got no problem with some fried apple pies. I can do those and peach.
Oh, yeah.
And
yes,
blueberries
okay.
too. I do
Yeah,
blueberries,
and
fresh
peach are
ones.
my favorite.
Yes, blueberries.
Yes.
Yes, I love it. You know what I'm saying? And again, we want to say thank you to everyone that has wished us a happy anniversary.
Yes, thank
We're
you.
actually
thank you.
celebrating today as well because it's the second time that I married this woman was on the 12th. I married her one time on the 2nd, and then
Yeah.
I turned around 10 days later and married her again. The first day was because I was so excited. And so when you in love, you do things.
Right.
And when you've been praying for a thing and it manifests, you say, why wait? And I didn't wait. But hey, I did it. And I'll do it again.
Yeah.
I love it. You know what I'm
And the
saying?
details of July 2nd when we got married the first time is going to be in the book because
And it's hilarious.
it's hilarious. And
Yes.
so we're going to save that part for the book for the,
Yes.
the first time we said I do.
It's hilarious.
And then the second time we said I do was basically for family. But
Yeah.
we'll talk about that further in the book as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you said you had another question you want to add to. This is your question though.
Yeah, this is another question, and I'm doing this one for the guys. You know what I'm saying? Because we get a lot of women right in here, and it be women questions. What do you do when everything your wife prepares for you, as far as dinner, lunch, or breakfast, it tear your stomach up?
And he not talking about me, y'all.
How do you approach her and tell her, baby, throw all the pans away?
You gotta clarify though. You're not talking about me.
No, I'm not talking about you, baby. You cook. You cook. This is just a question that I'm trying to ask a question for the guys, because all these questions we get are women, and I understand there's a lot of women watching you, and we have guys that have
Right.
been on, and then we have guys that have bought the book, How to Be a God Wife, Not Just a Good Wife, so they can know what to look for in a mate. But I just wanted to pose a question, and I want a response from my male friends as well as the ladies. What do you do as a husband when everything your wife cook tear your stomach up? Let me see what Jay said. Jay said, eat it and go to the bathroom with a book. Right. Take in there Daughter of Thunder, to calm after the storm, and just read and ride the waves. Right. I got you. I like that, Jay. Take a book. Meecha said, feed it to the dog from underneath the table.
I know that's right. Because I have seen it from all perspectives. I've seen
Yes.
women who, this is one that actually happened.
What?
There was, I'm not gonna say who it was, but it was a long time ago, and so she was dating this man, and so she would get her mother and get one of her sisters to cook the food. And then once they cooked it, she would pass it off as her own. And they could cook, but she knew she wasn't the best cook, right? And so my question to something like that, one is deception. Two is, at some point, that man is going to know that you can't cook. At some point, because you're not going to have mama and sister cooking every day of the week and every week like that. I mean, at some point, he's going to have to know. So if you can, ladies, it's okay. If you cannot cook, it's all right for you to say, hey, cooking is not my thing. And if he can cook, maybe y'all can trade off. He do the cooking, you do the dishes. You know, something like that. But don't try to pass off somebody else's food as your own, and you know you can't boil water. Don't do that to that man, because that man coming into that marriage thinking that, oh man, she can cook. Oh my God, I'm gonna go in here, man. I'm gonna be getting good meals every day, and she can't cook. So don't do that. Then I knew someone. Everything came out of a carton. And sometimes she would hide this. In the beginning, she would hide the carton, throw them in the trash can, and put that food on the table like she cooked it every day. I'll give her an A for effort. But at the same time, try not to pass stuff off as your own. And it's okay. If that's all you can cook is something out of a package or out of a can, so be it. Okay? Okay.
Yeah, Jay said that is false advertising. Yes, Jay.
Yes,
I agree with you totally.
Exactly.
There's a lot of false advertising, but that's one.
Oh,
yeah.
Hey, Amy. How
you
doing?
Yes.
Thank you for joining. But yeah, so in that sense, just keep it real, y'all. Just keep it real. That way you want the man to know going into the marriage, and both of these men married these ladies, but going into the marriage, you want it to be on honesty, based on honesty. And if cooking is not your thing, let the man know. Just let him know.
Yeah.
And so I think the first time when we met actually in person, I've cooked a meal for you, because that's how our conversation started. We both love to cook. And so he knew going in, I'm not getting my mama to do it. I'm not getting somebody else to do it. I'm cooking myself, and I love to cook. So, that part of it he knew before we said I do.
Yeah, and I was pleasantly surprised and grateful. She could actually cook, and she's great at it, and she enjoys it. And the thing that I love is that when we're in there together, that's the ultimate thing. I mean, we've done a couple of anniversaries, celebration for others, and we acted as Team Young, and I even enjoyed the fact that I went down and picked her up a little chef jacket and the chef pants so she could look like me.
I got a little
and look like she's certified.
I got a little hat too.
Yeah, she got a little hat, so we dress up together and we go in the kitchen and we put on a couple of anniversary dinners for some friends of ours.
We even did an engagement dinner.
We even did an engagement dinner, but most of them have been anniversary celebration for couples, and that's one of the things that we enjoy as a couple together.
Yes.
That's one of the things that my way of giving back, even in my position now, just taking that opportunity. I mean, and gain access to people's heart through a plate.
Yeah.
And I mean, I find joy in that. I don't display a lot of stuff that I do because I just don't.
Yeah.
But the little things, the little country cooking that I do, I put that out there.
And we love to entertain, and our thing is for couples. I mean, we just do, and sometimes it doesn't matter. Thank you, Amy. We love you too. Thank you. Yeah. The thing about it is when it comes to couples, especially when they want to have something special, he's been contacted a couple times, and we've actually set up here at the home and prepared a whole complete meal for that couple, and so we enjoy doing that. And so I think we make a great team. Yeah, in the kitchen.
Yeah, I even FaceTime. I got some nephews out here now that they're now that they're in college and they're away from home. They're doing a lot of cooking and stuff. They call me, FaceTime me, and I walk them through things on the phone. I enjoy that. And here soon I'll be doing some videos and displaying some of my recipes and taking y'all behind the scenes, putting it together and placing them on YouTube, because they've been hounding me for a while to do some cooking on video, and so I'm thinking about doing that and presenting that on my YouTube channel, and maybe start up doing that once or twice a week to give out recipes that I have that I use, and some that are in the family, but
Let's see, it's a question, I believe. It says, Mike, how did you get off into cooking?
Oh, that was easy. Just growing up watching Mama and watching Big Mom in the kitchen. Big Mom won't say it, and Big Daddy won't agree either. But I took that sweet potato pie recipe to a different level. I told him if he ever bit into one of my sweet potato pie, he'll swear Big Mama did it. But yes, just honestly, growing up watching my mom and watching my grandmother in the kitchen, I picked up a lot from them. And then when I went into the military, I started out, a lot of people won't relate, but won't understand it. But I started out as a undesignated fireman. And what happened when I went to USS Vancouver, which is decommissioned right now, LPD-2, by being undesignated, they just put me where they needed me. and I wanted to go into AC and all this, refrigeration, so I can work on HVACs and everything like that. But they put me in the boiler room, and I was a boiler technician for the first 6 months of my short-lived as a boiler technician Navy career. And so when I struck out of engineering, I went completely over to admin. I worked in admin for like 2 years as a personnelman, and then I went to work with at that time it was called mess specialist, and I enjoyed it when they sent me cranking. And cranking is when they just send individuals up to go do 90 days helping the cooks out in the galley or the kitchen, so you understand. And I enjoyed it while I was there, and so I struck out of personnel and went to MSA school, and out of MSA school graduated third out of a class of 27 without ever being a mess specialist, and picked up third class, and it just went from there. Got capped to second class, took over the wardroom, went from wardroom to captain's cook, then went to admiral's cook, and then interviewed. A lot of people don't even know I interviewed twice for the White House, and from there, didn't get picked up to go to the White House because I only had 2.5 years left on my enlistment before my 20 years. So they said it was my twilight tour that I wouldn't have put forth 100%. So I ended up choosing to come to Virginia because in between that time I had met April, and so I came here. And so then once I retired, I went to Culinary Institute of Virginia and got my associates, then turned around and went to Stratford University and got my bachelor's in hospitality management. So it's just been a thing that started back home watching my grandmother and my mama, and I just picked it up once I was in the service. And like I said, just something I enjoy to do, and knowing how to do it already from growing up in Mississippi, we already know how to get down Boogaloo, you know what I'm saying? So
food is good in Mississippi.
So,
Lord have mercy.
I just stuck with it, and I enjoy doing it. So I get called upon a lot of times to do little things for people, and I don't mind it at all.
Amy says, I love cooking myself to make people in my family have full bellies and smiles on their faces. Yeah.
Yep.
That's a lot of times. That's why we do it. We love feeding folks.
Yeah.
And when they leave here, they leave out of here with containers. So that's just how we do.
Yeah.
And nothing like a solid foundation.
Oh yeah.
That's right, Linda. Yes.
Yep. Everything is placed on Him. God has blessed me, and I thank Him for it daily. There's nothing that I wouldn't do when it comes to her and trying to help somebody else. I pretty much wear my heart on my sleeve. If you know me and don't like me, you got issues, because the issues ain't with me. I wear my heart on my sleeve. I love too easy.
Yeah, he does, but you still got that. Don't try me.
Yeah, but that's given when somebody try to cross you. But I'm just saying, in general.
He has a big heart. I'm grateful, and I thank God he can cook. It's nothing like having somebody that if something happens and I'm not feeling well, he's able to get in there and do something too. So, hi, Stephanie. Thank you for joining tonight.
What you mean when you get sick and don't feel well? I cook without you being sick.
I mean, I know that, but what I'm saying is, suppose you didn't know how to cook. Ronnie said he's hungry because his wife hasn't cooked. Oh,
hey, I'm sorry about that. You got to communicate that to your wife about this not cooking thing. But
yeah, we have done that. So have you all fed the homeless yet?
Oh yeah, we was doing that on a regular every Sunday before this quarantine thing happened. Yeah.
The Lord wants me to give back to my community. Absolutely. Wow. Amen. Absolutely. Wow. Yeah. So you want to go ahead and start on that, or?
I don't know. It's 18. Okay. Trying to keep it, but
we're not.
Yep. Okay. It's in the ridge in him. T4. What's up, boss?
Yes. Okay, so I'm gonna ask that one. on that
But,
particular.
man, we ain't got a lot of time.
Not have to do every one of them.
Go ahead.
Mm-hmm.
Marie, Tino.
Hey, Miss
Yeah,
Tino, how you doing?
That was one of my partners in crime right there in the galley right there.
Yes,
Over at Naval
yes.
Station North
And she
Galley.
is comical too.
Yes, straight comical. Miss Tino.
Yeah.
What's up, Tony? Man, blessings, y'all. Blessings, y'all. I thank y'all for supporting her and coming on here and showing her some love like that, as well as, you know, the support you've shown her through purchasing her books and everything like that.
Mm-hmm.
What's going on, Tino?
Yes, yes.
Love you, girl.
Yes. How's your big man doing?
Yeah,
I know
getting
he's-
big.
Yeah, I know. I'm sure
Getting
he is.
big.
We saw him, what, last year? Was it year before
Yeah,
last at the store?
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, and on the pictures.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Go ahead. You got these anniversary questions she want to ask me. Go ahead.
And you trying to get out of it.
You trying to put me on display for the people?
Well, you already on
the
display
li-
by yourself.
The live is for you.
By yourself. Okay. Now,
Hey, Jamie.
hi, Jamie. Our beautiful Jamie. How are you?
Yes.
Okay.
Praise dancer.
Yes. Oh, love y'all. He's a mess.
Yes,
We love
yeah.
you too. On that day, what were some of the things that were going through your mind July 12th, 2008?
July 12th, 2008.
Yes.
Man, that was that's easy.
What?
For one, okay, we had already did this, but when I saw you come through that door with that gown on, you just turned me all around. I'm like, man, how she gonna do this to me? She was all geared up. Terry did her face and her makeup,
Mm-hmm.
and had your hair laid, and you come down the aisle. What you? She robbed the cradle. Well, how are you?
He keeps telling everybody I robbed the cradle. Yes, I am older than he is.
Yes.
I was going to the 2nd grade when he was born. So y'all
She
do the
went-
math.
Yeah, she was robbing the cradle. So when I saw her coming down, I said, "Mama, no." I didn't.
See, you know what?
No, I didn't. Cause my mama was already there. My mama was my best woman. My mama was my best woman.
Yeah, she was. We had our moms be a big part of that day,
Yeah.
and because they meant so much to us. And
Hey, Nicole.
and Nicole, how you doing? Thank you for joining tonight.
Oh, look at me just talking about what gown. No, if she coming down the aisle on July the 12th, 2008, she talking about our wedding day.
She's in on bed
Talking about what kind of gown.
wedding gown,
It
or
was
bed
her
gown.
wedding gown. And man, I teared up. I mean, I was trying to hold it back. I was tough too. I was like, you don't see me cry. Hey, Nicole.
Hi,
Esther
Nicole. How you doing?
singing it.
Songbird.
Yes.
Yeah.
We should have had Nicole at our wedding. Let her sing for us.
I know, right?
Yes. I
Cause
wish we'd have known it then.
Cause you sang.
No, a little bit.
Yeah,
Don't
he
put
sang
me
to
on the
me.
spot.
He
Yeah.
sang to me on our wedding day, y'all.
Yeah, I did.
He sang
a little bit.
a little bit. He sang to me on our wedding.
Yeah.
And then he walked up. It was a little different because rather than me walk all the way down, he met me halfway up the aisle, and then
Yeah.
he took my arm and then
I
walked
couldn't
me-
wait for her. She was walking too slow. I had to go get her, y'all. When she was coming down the aisle, I was up there trying to hold my composure, and I'm like looking at her, and I'm like, Lord, I thank you, but I got to go get her. I know you done brought her here, but I got to go get her. She got to come on. And I went down there and I got her and walked her the rest of the way.
Yeah.
And I've been smiling and cheesing ever since. God has been good to me, man. I tell you, I don't have any complaints. If I had the opportunity to do it all over again, I'll do it. Singing and crying all together, yes, all together.
All together, Linda.
But I held it together. I wasn't snotting now. I wasn't doing no Michael Jordan. I didn't do all that. I didn't do all that. But I cried and I sang a little bit. You know what I'm saying?
Oh.
Yeah, I didn't want to faint like cause my daddy fainted. Yep. But no, I didn't want to faint. But yeah.
Oh gosh, it says I have named y'all Warren and Erica Campbell.
Oh no, that's the first time.
That's the first time. We've always been David and Tamala, but now this is the first time.
That's the first time I heard that one.
Thank you.
Thank you,
one day
Nicole.
we can cook together.
Oh yeah, it's possible.
Yeah.
Not during this pandemic though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was. I'll never forget that day. But I will say this: we had the wedding on the 12th. True. But when we got married, the first time was my favorite time. And people are going to be like, well, how was that possible? Because of how the whole day planned out.
Yeah.
When he had picked me up. Hi Charlotte, how you doing? Thank you for joining. When we had planned, when we came back from
Virgin Clouds. See, people that know us and has actually interacted with us out here.
Yeah.
I know the people back home, they know who I am and know that I ain't got good sense. But I'm talking about my friends out here, and they know we just as crazy as we want to be. You know,
yeah. We like having fun.
We like having fun.
We do.
It's all about having fun.
It is.
Love is happiness.
Yes, it is.
And
but I will say that my favorite part of us getting married twice was the first time. The wedding, it was nice and everything, but my favorite time was when we said I do. We were on our way back.
Shh,
I'm not telling too much. I'm not gonna tell everything. So we said I do, and then we went back to the coast, and we had a ball. And so for me, every time we go back to Mississippi, I have to go to the coast because it holds such memories for me.
Yeah.
And so the first time was my favorite time. And people would say, well, what, you did the wet. No, it was nice. But my favorite time was when we went and did it in
So Jay, we was sitting at the table eating with y'all married.
Yep. Y'all didn't know it, Jay.
Yeah.
Y'all had no idea.
Even
we got married that day.
Yeah, even when we came up to Louisville.
Yeah.
And even my mom was, she talking about, why she wearing the whole thing? I thought she just supposed to wear the engagement part.
Yeah, I was wearing the whole ring.
She had the whole
ring. And
she
was, why she wearing the whole thing?
Because they had sold it. I had bought it while I was in Iraq. And had it sent home.
Yeah.
And it was in safekeeping for me while I was in Iraq.
Yeah.
And that in itself, picking it out was funny too, because somebody was crying because it disappeared off the website.
You both are free spirit, and I love the energy you both give. Oh, thank you, Amy. Thank you so much. I had cried, and that particular time we had gone through different rings because he was trying, while he was overseas, he was trying to figure out what kind of ring I wanted. So we would look at rings together. He would be on the computer, and I would be on the computer. So we ended up picking out like 25, narrowed it down to 5, and we narrowed it down to 5 because he was gonna pick the one that he was gonna get out of the 5. And so one day, Okay, that's enough. That's enough. But anyway,
You tell everything.
I do not.
In the book.
Well, it's still a whole
See, that's why I was like, I got to be the manager. I got to be the husband. I got to be the director of all this.
They're telling everything.
Do your plug.
Visit my YouTube channel, April S. Young. Subscribe, like, share, and hit the notification bell. All right. Check out my website, officialaprilyoung.com. Leave a message in the contact section. I would love to hear from you. All right, thank you.
Great job. And
yes.
It's about time to cut Instagram off.
Okay, yeah, it is.
They'll cut us off.
I know.
Or we can just see if they won't. We can run it.
Okay, we'll run it. We'll see what happens.
We like taking risks.
I know. We do like taking risks.
They ain't going to cut us off.
Okay, so question for you.
What?
On that day, if you had opportunity, what would you have done differently that day? Anything differently?
Yeah, I probably would have passed out like Meecha said. If I had to come and got you, I probably would have passed out. No, there's nothing really I would have done differently. I just think that there was, they warning us.
Yeah, they warning us now.
Yeah.
Okay, my Instagram family, I would like to thank you so much for tuning in this week, and God bless you. Again, you have the opportunity to visit my YouTube channel. It is April S. Young. You are to subscribe, like, share, and hit the notification bell. All right, and check out my website, officialaprilyoung.com. Leave a message in the contact section. Thank you so much for tuning in again this week. God bless you. Here are the 2 books here. How to Be a God Wife, Not Just a Good Wife. Daughter of Thunder, The Calm After the Storm, my memoir. All right. They're available on all digital outlets. I do have some available for signing. If you'd like to have a personal signed copy, just inbox me and I'll let you know how to do that. Okay? All right. Thank you so much. God bless you. We will see you next week on Instagram, 6:30 sharp Eastern Standard Time. 5:30 sharp Central Standard Time. God bless you. We love you, and y'all be blessed. Thank you. Okay. All right. Okay. Back with you all, my Facebook Live family. Okay. So, and YouTube family. All right. So we were talking about if there's anything he would do differently that day, and he said he wouldn't. I honestly don't think I would do anything differently. I don't think, maybe I'm a photographer, but other than that, I think yeah.
What'd you say? Other than
get another
different.
I would have
added another photographer.
Yeah, we would have added another photographer. I think that's I'll say it like that. Yeah, I would add another photographer. That way we could have had a broader spectrum of pictures and things like that. So, but anyway, thank you for joining, Bernard. All right. Let me see. What is something that we haven't done as husband and wife that you would like to do in the near future?
Yeah, COVID messed that up. I mean, because we was ready to go overseas again.
Hey, Terrell, thank you for joining.
What up, Bernard?
You said we're going to do what now?
Overseas, take you overseas.
Yeah.
And then you want to go to California so bad.
I do. I've never been to California, so that's one place I would love to go.
Yeah.
And and then we were supposed to go to the Middle East before the COVID. Yeah, we were supposed to go to Dubai. That was the hope. And then a whole lot of stuff happened, and we weren't able to do any traveling or anything like that. But I think that would be one of the things. Definitely the travel part.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Why are you asking about it? Celebrity crush? It's enough stuff going on with Will and Jada. You wouldn't need to be talking about no celebrity crush. You should be crushing on me. That's enough crush.
Oh, I crush on you now.
Yeah.
I crush on you. There's no worries about that.
But go ahead. Say something to the people, man, before we get ready to get out of here.
I know. It's almost that time. We enjoy so much talking to you guys and meeting y'all here.
We love the feedback, too.
And we love the comments. Yes, the comments and the feedback.
Keep them coming.
Yeah, keep them coming. We enjoy that.
And then again, if there's questions that you have and you don't want to ask them on here,
right,
just inbox her. And she do not use your name. She just take the question.
Just take the question.
She takes the question down and she present it to the viewers.
Yeah.
And we try and get feedback, and we offer our opinion.
Yep. And we try to answer to the best of our ability. Like I said, we're not saying that we're, professionals or pros like that, but we do know that life happens to us all. Yep. And so if there's something that can help you or be a blessing to you in that, then that's what we'll try to do. Like I said, we don't have the answers to everything.
No.
But we always try to answer to the best of our ability.
And my answer to everything is pray. Pray about it.
Yes,
when you
absolutely.
don't know nothing else to do, pray.
Yes.
He's a revealer. And I promise you'll get an answer.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. And don't, if it's something that you believe in your heart about, and you know that God is speaking to you in reference to something, whether it's a relationship or what have you, prayer is always the first thing. And then we talked about communication tonight, and I always say, and every week we're saying the same thing, communication is key. You have to be able to have that in order for you to get to a common place. And so if you're not talking to him, he's not talking to you, then you're not getting anything accomplished.
Nope.
And so that's very important, very crucial.
And also, before we go, I just want to take the opportunity to say thank you to D.A. Rose and Mr. Robert Pettigrew up out of Chicago.
Yes.
I received my package yesterday that you guys worked behind my back with Miss April. And Deborah, I appreciate the hard work that you put into this. Deborah Rose is with the literary group out of Chicago. You have to check out her Facebook page. They got a new men's jewelry line coming out. And I got this necklace and this bracelet yesterday matching, and I'm telling you, the quality is real, and it's a great piece and a great set that they sent me. And she has some great pieces. So just go check her out. It's D.A. Rose and Mr. Robert Pettigrew. They are friends of ours, so if you can't find them when you search them on Facebook, just go down our friend list or go to my friend list and type in D.A. Rose. And her name should come up, or Mr. Robert Pettigrew. His name will come up. And you can go to their Facebook page, and I'm telling you, they got some really nice men jewelry. Check them out, guys. And it's reasonable prices, too. But you're getting quality material.
Absolutely.
And I wouldn't say it if I wasn't speaking the truth, because I ain't got no reason to lie to you.
Yes, it's beautiful. It's beautiful. Yeah. Beautiful women's jewelry too that she displayed the other night. And
earrings and everything.
Everything, earrings, necklaces. It's beautiful, beautiful work. Just gifted. You know that's another thing that I talked about within the last few weeks. Is honing in on gifts that you may have
during this time.
And during this time, she's dedicated time to making jewelry. And so it's like, wow. And so when she started showing her pieces, I was like, wow, she's actually very good at doing what she does. And so
keep going, baby.
Okay, and so what he didn't know was I told him I was going to ask her inquire about the necklace, but I didn't tell him that I was going to order it. And so what I did was I went ahead and ordered the necklace for him. And he kept saying it was a package coming. He thought it was something else that was coming, but I already knew what was coming. The package coming Saturday. And I just sat there and let him talk, and like, okay. And the whole time I knew that it was coming. And so when he got it yesterday, he was like a kid on Christmas. He loved it. He was so excited.
And look, because we not haters, we believe in sharing.
Yes.
D.A. Rose is the author of this book. Why? Amazing. And this book is being turned into a movie.
Yes.
She's in the works of doing that project right now. This is a very good read.
Excellent read.
Not haters, because she's over the author's brunch, which April was able to go last year up in Chicago, Oaklawn. And for my hometown friends that know Norris Thompson, he's her co-host on. He's a radio personality, and they both are on Rejoice 102.3. out of Chicago, Illinois. So we went there last year. She's over the author's brunch there that is done 2 times a year. Last year it was in Chicago in the summertime, and then it was in the fall. It was in Detroit. And this is her other book, The Day the Hate Stood Still, by D.A. Another excellent read.
Yes.
I mean, we've been blessed, and God has opened doors to put us in the presence of some good people, and it's not about holding what you know. It's about sharing and elevating each other. So they've elevated us and taking the opportunity to try and help us along the way. So I don't have a problem helping nobody else.
That's exactly right. Exactly right. And
so that's why we have her books on display.
Yes, and also I have 2 books that I'm actually reading at the same time. When I'm done with them, I put them on my bookcase, but they are excellent books.
Yes.
And it's called The Woman God Created You to Be, Kimberly Lawson Roby.
Yes.
And she's
another good book.
This book is excellent. I am learning so much in reference to that. Hi, Karen. How you doing? And so she has, she's the author of the Curtis Black series.
Yes.
And so I requested a signed copy, and I tell you what, this book has really blessed me. We have so many things that are in common, and when I get a chance to finish reading the book, I'm going to let her know just my thoughts on it. But it's just such a blessing. Yeah. But this is another good book. The Woman God Created You to Be: Finding Success Through Faith, Spiritually, Personally, and Professionally. Yeah. Amazing. And she's a New York Times bestseller.
Yes, she is. And we had the opportunity to glean from her at the author's brunch in Chicago last year, and that's how April and her bonded, and now they're able to converse back and forth.
Yes. And then this is when You're Called Mommy, and this is by Dr. Sophie Foster. And this talks about the foster care system, and when I started reading this book, it really touched my heart. This book touched me more so because my mother dealt with foster care and adoptions for years in her career. And so when I began to read some of the things that Dr. Foster put in her book, it really started to hit home because I remember a lot of the things that took place when my mother was working in adoptions and foster care during that time. But again, this is called When You're Called Mommy. This is a beautiful, beautiful book. So I'm reading both of them back and forth at the same time. And so when I'm done, I'm definitely going to give them my review on those books. Excellent books.
And that's why it's so important that you guys that have supported her with How to Be a God Wife, Not Just a Good Wife, as well as Daughter of Thunder, The Calm After the Storm, that you give reviews, that those really help. It may not seem like it from your standpoint, but it really helps them as authors, and especially that she's an independent author.
Yeah, exactly. So, and then we're going to get ready. I'm not going to go get ahead of myself when we talk about Demetrius Cheatham. With her project that she has kind of, we are so proud of you.
Yeah,
we are so proud. You have birthed that baby, and so when you get that book in your hand, you are gonna feel. I mean, you're just gonna feel such a release because the baby has been pushed out, and you have done all that God has called you to do in getting that book out. And we are so proud of you, Demetri.
So
we are
proud.
So proud.
Just don't understand.
You have no idea.
No.
And so being able to walk through the process with you has been such a blessing.
Yeah.
Such a blessing.
And believe it or not, there's a book in every last one of you guys viewing. There is a book. And there is a testimony in your walk in life that will bless somebody else and help them avoid whatever circumstances that hindered you at a point.
Right.
So never feel at any time. There's a song that says, "This life is not my own." And it's true to the T that this life you live is not yours.
Right.
It is for the testament to someone else to be able to enable them from stumbling. We all go through something or have went through something that is beneficial to someone else.
That's it.
And it shouldn't be anything that we feel like we got to continue to hide in the closet, keep away from this person or that person. You will never live until you release yourself of the skeletons that you hold and press your own self down with.
And don't allow the enemy to try to compress everything that's happened in your life and make you feel guilty for anything. And so, there are people who are experiencing what you have experienced, and so why not share your testimony? You're not getting the glory for it. God is getting the glory for it. And so giving your testimony may not be easy, but at the same time, you're being a blessing to someone who may not understand or may not know why they're going through what they're going through and may not know what to do while they're going through what they're going through. But because of your testimony, they're able to move and be able to do those things that they are called to do by God. Some people are sitting on their gifts. And if your gift is writing, then by all means, write your story.
Yes.
Write your story. And like I said many times.
And you're freeing yourself.
And you do free yourself. And then you minister to yourself at the same time, because even when I wrote the book, Daughter of Thunder, The Calm After the Storm, this was not an easy book for me to write. I contemplated not writing it several times, but I also got confirmations from people who didn't even know that this book was even on my mind or my heart to write the book. They didn't have any idea. But when you share your testimony, you're able to bless somebody else. And so, yes, the struggle is real, but at the same time, your testimony is real and it's going to bless somebody. It's going to bless somebody else's life. And so I encourage you, if there's a story that you want that's inside of you, there's a book inside of you. It may not be a personal story. It may be something that is nonfiction. Something that is fiction. I'm sorry, that is a fiction. You may want to write a children's book. Be encouraged. God may have given you that idea. I'm not just doing fiction or nonfiction. I may decide to do it. I have a children's series that I have already sketched out that I'm going to do when it's that season to do it. And so, think about what it is that God wants you to do. And I tell you all the time, you all have a gift. Your gift is inside of you. God gave each and every one of us a gift. No one is without one. So now would be the time, the perfect time now during this time to be able to search him out and say, okay, God, what is it that you've called me to do?
Yeah.
He may call you to write a book. He may call you to write music. He may call you to do something else. But seek his face on that, because you want to be sure. You want to make your election and calling sure. And so, and once again, in doing that, God is getting the glory for it and not you.
Yeah.
I did that already, Jasmine.
Yeah. So, all right.
Hey, Jasmine, thank you for joining.
That's about
Yeah,
wrapping it up.
that's about wrapping it up.
Yeah.
It is, y'all, because it's our anniversary. And so, our second anniversary. So,
Yeah.
anyway, I trust that you all have been blessed tonight. Please leave comments. Once again, visit my YouTube channel, April S. Young. Subscribe, like, share, hit the bell for notifications. Okay. Also, check out my website, officialaprilyoung.com. Leave a message in the contact me section. I would love to hear from you. Okay. God bless you all. Y'all have been such a blessing. And one more time. Daughter of Thunder, The Calm After the Storm, my memoir, is available on all digital outlets. If you'd like to have a personal signed copy of that, please inbox me and I can make sure you get that. And also, How to Be a God Wife, Not Just a Good Wife, totally inspirational. There's a prayer after every chapter. And so, although it says How to Be a God Wife, Not Just a Good Wife, I have a chapter in here that I dedicated to single women walking in your divine wholeness. And men are reading the book as well. Men have actually purchased this book. So again, both of these books are available on all digital outlets. And I have copies here available if you'd like to have a personal signed copy.
Just inbox.
Just inbox me and we can make that happen. Okay? Lavisha, how you doing? So again, thank you guys. Thank you, Mr. Young, for joining me this week and making us laugh.
Yes, I like I said in the beginning, as being the manager, the husband, and the producer, the director of this live set, hereby announcing that I have been fired, and from here on out, because the anniversary was this week and last week, April will have her God Wife viewings all to herself from now on. I have been fired.
He has not. He has not been fired, y'all.
A reverderci.
And if the Lord said the same, if he said the same, now I know you know those words.
I know those words.
He may be back up here next week. He don't know. He's saying no. He said no last week.
But that's because last week and this week are significant to us.
I understand
but
that.
Next week is not. So I'm giving myself the pink slip. I'm fired, and I'm not claiming unemployment.
Okay. All right. So you may or may not see him next week, but I will be here regardless. I will be here next week, next Sunday, 6:30 Eastern Standard Time, 5:30 Central Standard Time. Same time, same place next week. I love you all. Thank you guys so much for tuning in again this week. I will see you again next week. All right. I love you. God bless. Have an amazing week. God bless you. Bye-bye. Love you too, Mitch.
Love you.